Imagine a device that has sat quietly under your television for nearly 4 years, largely unchanged, while the world around it exploded with artificial intelligence, console-level mobile gaming, and ultra-fast connectivity. That is the current state of the Apple TV 4K. But as we move through May 2026, the silence from Cupertino is becoming deafening, and the leaks emerging from the supply chain suggest that the most powerful streaming box in the world is about to undergo a transformation that will make your current setup feel like a relic of the past. We're talking about a total overhaul of what a smart home hub can actually do. For years, Apple has treated the Apple TV as a secondary hobby, but the data we are seeing now indicates they are ready to turn it into the ultimate Trojan horse for the living room. A device that isn't just for Netflix, but a machine capable of running AAA games and hosting a version of Siri so advanced it can manage your entire home without you ever lifting a finger. Welcome back to my channel Tech Rivet for exclusive insights into the future of tech. Subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon for more tech updates. Now, let's get into why the May 2026 window is so critical and what exactly is hiding inside the chassis of the next-generation Apple TV 4K. The biggest story right now isn't just a simple processor bump. It is the 8 GB threshold. If you follow the trajectory of Apple Intelligence, you know that 8 GB of RAM is the absolute minimum requirement for on-device AI processing. The current Apple TV 4K is capped at 4 GB, which effectively locks it out of the future of Apple's ecosystem. Leaks from the manufacturing lines in Asia suggest that the 2026 model will not only double this memory, but will pair it with the A17 Pro or potentially even the A18 chip. This isn't just about making menus scroll smoother. This is about turning your TV into a local AI server. Imagine a Siri that doesn't just search for movies, but understands context across your entire home. You could tell your remote, "Siri, show me that video of the kids from last Christmas and dim the lights to movie mode." And it happens instantly because the processing is happening right there in the box, not in a cloud data center thousands of miles away. This shift to local AI is why Apple has waited so long to refresh this hardware. They needed the 3-nanometer chip technology to become affordable enough to put into a box that starts at a much lower price point than an iPhone Pro. Speaking of gaming, this is where the Apple TV 4K May 2026 rumors get truly wild. With the A17 Pro or A18 chip, we are looking at hardware-accelerated ray tracing coming to the big screen. For the first time, the faceless box under your TV will have the raw graphical power to compete with dedicated gaming consoles. We've already seen titles like Resident Evil 4 and Death Stranding running on iPhones. Bringing that same architecture to a device that is constantly plugged into a power source means no thermal throttling and significantly higher performance ceilings. Internal testers are reportedly calling this the Apple console internally, even if the marketing remains focused on TV. The strategy is clear. Apple wants to leverage Apple Arcade to a degree we haven't seen before. If they can offer a $129 or $149 device that plays console-quality games, they aren't just competing with Roku or Amazon. They are coming for the casual gaming market currently dominated by Nintendo and entry-level PlayStations. But what about the physical hardware? While this squircle design has been a staple of the Apple TV for years, the May 2026 leak suggests that while the exterior might look familiar, the internals are seeing a massive upgrade in thermal management. More power generates more heat, and to keep that A17 Pro chip running at peak performance during a 4-hour gaming session, Apple has reportedly redesigned the internal heat sink. There's also a persistent rumor about a Magic Remote refresh. Losing the Siri Remote and the couch cushions is a universal frustration, and the 2026 leaks point to the integration of a U2 ultra-wideband chip inside the remote itself. This would allow for precision finding via your iPhone, identical to how you find an AirTag. It's a small quality-of-life update, but for the average user, it might be the most magical thing about the new release. Price leaks are currently the subject of intense debate among analysts. Some, like Ming-Chi Kuo, have suggested that Apple needs to hit a sweet spot below $100 to truly dominate the market. However, The inclusion of 8 gigabytes of RAM and a pro-level chip makes a sub-$100 price point difficult to justify for Apple's margins. The more likely scenario emerging in May 2026 is a two-tier lineup. We could see an Apple TV SE or an entry-level model that keeps the current A18 chip but drops the price to $99 to fight off the Google TV streamer, while the flagship Apple TV Pro, or simply the new 4K, sits at $149 with the full AI and gaming capabilities. This would allow Apple to capture both the budget-conscious streamer and the high-end tech enthusiast who wants a future-proof smart home hub. Connectivity is the final piece of the 2026 puzzle. We are seeing strong evidence of Wi-Fi 7 support and the inclusion of Apple's custom in-one networking chip. In a world where 4K high bitrate streaming is becoming the norm and cloud gaming is expanding, having a rock-solid, low-latency wireless connection is non-negotiable. Wi-Fi 7 allows the Apple TV to tap into the 6 GHz band, reducing interference from every other gadget in your house. Furthermore, as a Matter and Thread border router, the new Apple TV will be the brain of your smart home. With the upcoming tvOS updates, this box will likely be able to display live feeds from Apple's rumored smart home cameras directly as a picture-in-picture notification, creating a seamless security ecosystem that rivals anything from Ring or Nest.